The Guru and the Chela by the Ascended Master Kuthumi. The Bridge to Freedom Journal, January 1955. Chela. Beloved Master, how does a man change the pattern of his life? For instance, if an individual experiences cycles of failure, limitation, ill health, and wishes to rise above repetitions of such experiences, what is the science to be applied? Guru. Blessed Chela, first the individual must will to change the pattern. You use an apt word, for the experiences that weigh heavily upon the race are truly patterns, designed by thought force and energized by rampant feelings. Resignation, lethargy, and righteous acceptance of such patterns as they appear upon the screen of life lead to a certain vicarious enjoyment based upon the erroneous statement that the Lord or law chastised those whom he loveth. The individual who wills to dissolve the pattern with sufficient earnestness and tenacity of feeling becomes the master of circumstance. Beloved Master, many men will to change the conditions that appear on the screen of life. War, famine, pestilence, disease, death itself, but know not how to go about it. Blessed Chela, when the will is strong, one man can change the course of history. Let us remind you of the Master Jesus, whose will, coupled with action born of love, transcended even the appearance of death. Beloved Master, following the will to do, what is the course of the individual's activity? Blessed Chela, the will is a magnetic power that draws into the compass of the individual's own aura opportunities based upon the capacities, developed momentums, and consciousness of the individual. These opportunities are invoked by the inner will of a man and are provided by intelligences who carefully measure his worth and strengths. Sad it is that man's perception so often fails to discern the hand of opportunity, looking for a more glamorous and spectacular type of service, which is ofttimes far beyond the capacities of the individual, ego's opinion to the contrary notwithstanding. Beloved Master, after the individual wills with his whole heart, soul, spirit, and mind to change the pattern of his life, must he then be alert for every opportunity to better his physical and mental dexterities and to help the current cause of the cosmic moment while preparing for the great opportunity? Blessed Chela, you have spoken truly. Many an applicant for spiritual mastery has wasted away, pining for a visitation, while the hand of the goddess of opportunity had manifested through the veil of his own aura 1,000 times in the course of one yearly cycle. He who grasps opportunity and is practically about his Father's business prepares for the greater opportunity to come. Beloved Master, if the individual does perceive an opportunity to help his fellow man or the Great White Brotherhood through some service, is this enough to change the pattern of his life? Blessed Chela, no. Service performed as duty in which there is no love is of little use to the master or the individual's own presence. The individual must love to perform these services, which in themselves are changing the form and pattern of his past cycles of imperfect manifestation. He must eagerly rush to meet opportunity. Such a man builds a new pattern out of the substance of grace. Beloved Master, the individual who serves willingly, perceiving opportunity, is then master? Blessed Chela, no. There must be individual humility and purity of consciousness, so that the pattern and design of the master is not distorted according to the arrogance of human will. Illumined obedience is required of the individual who wishes to submerge self in an organization where on a moment's notice any member is required to give all of his momentum to a cosmic crisis. The individual who must be persuaded, coaxed, and generally reprimanded for deviation from the divine plan must learn the lesson of nature's spirits, who reproduce with mathematical accuracy and precision the design and form of the lotus, the lily, and the rose. Beloved Master, when the individual has surrendered the human egotism and desire to improve upon the designs of heaven, is his training complete? Blessed Chela, no. Tenacity of spirit, the ability to stay with a project until it is completed, is also a requisite for mastery. For instance, if the silent watcher of this sweet earth should tire of holding the pattern within her consciousness, dissolution of the planet would ensue. Many a man begins a project with great enthusiasm, only to expend his energies and abandon the design long before it has served its purpose. If you want health, hold to your design until it is manifest, and then sustain it so long as you are required to use a physical body. If you desire financial opulence, hold to your application until it is manifested unto you, and then a word of warning. Do not abandon your application, for all in this world is fleeting unless sustained consciously after it is drawn forth. Beloved Master, after one has accepted the mental picture of what he desires in place of the pattern of failure, or has accepted a picture which the masters would like to externalize, after such an one perceives the opportunities that come his way to externalize the pattern, after one has held that concept free from intrusion of his own outer consciousness as well as the disintegrating consciousness of others, and after the individual has made sufficient application in visualization, invocation, and decree, he is surely then master of circumstance? Blessed Chela, no. Every manifest form is held in the physical appearance world through the concentration of some intelligence, human or divine. Otherwise, it begins through disintegration to return to the unformed. Witness the beautiful homes brought forth and sustained while some strong life streams held the pattern and used the energies required to sustain them. When they are abandoned, they fall into ruin. Great business enterprises suffer like fates. Mighty empires built through the strength and vision of a few men fall into ruin when their sponsors leave the scene of earth. This is a very good visual example of what happens to your new pattern of mastery, opulence, health, or whatever it may be, unless you stay with it unto the end. Beloved Master, are the foregoing then the sum total of requisites in order to become a precipitating presence and a channel for the brotherhood? Blessed Chela, one more requisite, almost the most important of all, I would lay before the altar of your consciousness. That is the necessity for maintaining harmony and peace, not only during the process of your experimentation with the law of conscious precipitation and the law of self-mastery, but after the manifestation occurs. Peace is the sealing process that sustains your endeavors. Without peace, the greatest empire, the most beautiful religious faith, the most powerful world trust cannot endure, nor can the smallest manifestation of the timidest man.